Hey guys, welcome to a new YouTube video. So today we're going to be talking about Destiny 2 and the potential, what Into the Light could be like, what it could be shaping to be like. So what I'm speculating is, well, let's actually go through what Bungie should do themselves to make this like the easiest, possible way to keep us like in the game for multiple months before the final shape releases. In my opinion, I feel like what they should do is they should really do a model of content each week until the final shape comes, where for the first 2 weeks they condense the main OG vanilla Destiny 2 campaign into like a 2-week activity, into a 2-week seasonal story. So basically, in the first week, you play like basically halfway, from the start of the game to over 3 weeks. We'll say 3 weeks, because that will be a lot of content to digest in a week. So in the first week to like the end of the weekly reset, you basically do all the story missions. You do the strikes, and I'm not saying like this is a permanent thing they put in the game. This is like a one-off activity. It's like they kind of make a strike into a campaign mission and they kind of really compress it in. And then basically the week 2 starts, then they have the next story, progression till the next weekly reset, and then they have the final story stuff with Gaul, and then maybe, I don't really remember OG Destiny 1, but if they wanted to, they could also include any exotic missions that were from that day and age, just for people to play if they wanted to. And then I feel like, okay, that's those 3 weeks sorted out. So that's gonna go from, I think it starts in April. That will carry over to very close to May. So there's still about 2 months until final shape comes. The next thing they do is to condense DLC 1 and 2, so the Curse of Osiris and Warmind, into one thing, like the OG vanilla campaign that they did in the previous 3 weeks. And for the next 3 weeks, what they do is just the same thing. They just combine all the content together. Each week you play well, actually, hang on, it's gonna be a bit different here, because you're gonna have to do 2 DLCs in 3 weeks. So maybe what they do is that for the first 2 weeks. For the first week, they do the Warmind, they do the Curse of Osiris DLC. The second week, they do the Warmind DLC, and then in the final week, they just push in all the content that they've removed from those DLCs, including strikes, including all that stuff, and they can make it into a model where it's just like it flows on with the campaign. You don't actually have to select the activity, you don't have to program the activity. It's just like the quest automatically progresses for you. You press the X button, and it takes you to the next activity, which is going to be the strike. And if they wanted to in the final week, or maybe in the 4th week, so that will now bring you into very close to June. This will bring you into May 20th, kind of. Then they maybe for the last 2 weeks or whatever, then they put in the raid for just the final 2 weeks, right? And then when the final shape drops, they remove all the content. Okay? They won't be able to put Forsaken in the game, but they should be able to do the main OG campaign, which is the most important in my opinion, the first and second DLC. And by doing it like this, people, because it's starting in April, they will have enough content to at least keep players interested until June. So from April to June, 2 months, have the campaign come back, the OG vanilla campaign, for the first 3 weeks, and then for 2 or 3 weeks, they condense both DLC 1 and DLC 2 in about 3 weeks or so, and then if they decide to, then maybe put all the raids, if they wanted to, in the last like week before the final shape. And maybe what they do is, to give them like time to get ready for it, maybe stop, like remove all the content a week before the new content comes, and that way they'll be able to like make sure their systems and their programming and their coding and their fucking game engine can handle that. And then for the last week, the game completely shuts off, no one can play the fucking game, and you just gotta now wait, play another fucking game, and then the final shape comes out, okay? That's the way that I think that they should address this for the Into the Light quest. Now, like I said, they maybe won't be able to do the Forsaken in the actual campaign, in the story for the Into the Light, but giving players just the bare bones experience of what D2 Vanilla was like, and then maybe some of the very old DLCs as well, because remember, I think it was who's that guy's name? It was what's that fucking cunt's name again? What the hell's his name? Damn it. Damn it, where the... Oh, Asdacross. So, like, whereas I think Asdacross and other YouTubers said, that they could, what did he say again? He said, come on, brain. You can think. Nah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but, yeah, just, I feel like that's a good little model to have. And then for the remaining last week, yeah, just turn off their servers. Really, the team will have to hammer out the work. They'll have to go crazy to ensure that everything's stabilized and all the servers are going to be okay. And, man, have as many game testers as you can before it comes out. Because, like, if they fucking push it back anymore, if they delay the final shape anymore, people are going to be fucking outraged. So they need to get this right, and they need to really... This is the time... Now is not the time to have a break. Now is the time to really push through. They are, like, in that... They have to think like this. There's only about another 4 more months left. We've got to push hard. And then after that, we have a fucking break. Okay? For like the next 2 months. Don't worry about any content drops. That will be enough content, for fuck's sake. Just do that. Like, seriously. Game development's hard, and they deserve a break if they do a really good job, in my opinion. Now, what it's going to probably actually be, in my prediction, is that they might just... what they might do is something similar to what they did with the Rish tokens. So, you know how... Well, it came out today, but what they're going to do is they're going to just have some arbitrary fucking quest with story, and they'll fucking talk about the previous events in Destiny 2 in the most shittiest way. There might be like a bit of quest dialogue, there might be a couple of cutscenes, but you physically won't be able to play the campaign missions. You might be able to like listen to the past. They might even do what they did at the start of Destiny 2. They might actually just go through a screen where it shows what you've done. Like it shows you like an hour cutscene, right, of like everything you've done. Well, everything that you should have done if you played the game since day one. And if, like, the players who want to, like, oh, man, I don't even know what they're going to do with this. Like, Into the Light should be about, you know, it should be about, yeah. So let's, I hope you can see this, right? So this might help me out a bit to explain. So, this is what people are saying. This is the highlights. Destiny 2's upcoming update, Into the Light, aims to help players prepare for the final shape expansion and will supposedly appeal to both new and veteran. So I don't know why my recording stopped, but anyways, what I was saying was, it is possible that Into the Light will revive old content, including the base game's Red War campaign and pieces of Cade 6 storyline, to provide more context and emotional attachment for the new players. Speculation suggests that Into the Light will transport players into the Destiny 2's past, like similarly named new light campaign, and fulfill the community's request for the revival of old campaigns. More information will be disclosed by Bungie in the coming months. So yeah, so definitely, like I said, this seems to be what they're gonna do. However, this video that I made just now proves to give out like more of a outline as to what I suggest. Like, because like, look, you can bring back the old content, you can bring back as much as you want, but if you do it in a way, see, like, the thing is, the problem with Bungie is they either drip feed us content or they just release everything at once. Now, the video that I just made suggests a template or a model for weeks that's coming up to like make players like do something at least in the very minimum until the final shape releases. Now it's up to them to do whatever they're going to do afterwards, but for after final shape. But what I said is that how they do that model. 3 weeks, about 3 weeks for the Red War campaign, 3 weeks for the first and second DLC, and then maybe for like the last 2 weeks they have the raid, they bring back the raids, which I won't be playing, and then they'll have a week when the game's offline to get themselves prepared, to get final shape ready to where it needs to be, and just to have a good time. Like, have heaps of game testers, test it out. Test every inch of your content that you've provided for the game. Like, just don't be stupid. Don't try to half-ass this stuff. Like, it would suck if people made all this good shit and then when it releases, it's buggy as fuck. Okay? That's the one thing you don't want to happen, okay? So, look, for me, I am more happy to have the campaign than the raids. Okay, look, fuck you. Like, if you have an issue with me saying that, fuck off. I don't give a fuck. But, like, yeah, this looks happy. This is making me happy. This is making me very happy. The problem is that how will they, like, manage this? How will they actually implement all this content coming to the game? And how will they make it so players will have something to do until the final shape? Because like we said, you know, it's good to be able to play other video games, but if people like really like playing Destiny, they shouldn't have to worry about like the lack of content, or they shouldn't have to worry about like the way that the game does its stuff each week. Because I'm sorry to say this, seasons aren't the way to go anymore. Like, it's just shit. Like, I'm really looking forward to the future, actually, more so than the past. Like, I'm looking forward to Final Shape. I'm looking forward to the episodes. They look to be pretty cool. But like I said, they have to really be careful the way they do it. And we don't know anything yet. They'll have to let us know. And with Joe Blackburn going away, stepping down from Bungie and Destiny 2, we got to hope that Green Tyson, or whatever the fuck that guy's name is going to do a good job communicating with us like he did. Because, let's face it, Joe Blackburn changed the community from being outraged, pissed off, to like being understanding, and hell, even having some good moments with the community. Especially with that fucking overload champion as well. So, look, we just gotta wait. Hopefully they do release something closer to like maybe March, April. But like, it's up to them to really do well here. I mean, they could always just not release anything for the next 5 months, and if they did that, then I mean, it's just the way it is. if they say fuck this during the Interlight quest, then it's, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't even be upset, because I already have really low expectations for Bungie. Oh my god. So, yeah. We just gotta wait, guys. We just gotta wait. I don't know how to finish off this video, to be honest. Like, look, I like this comment here. It will supposedly appeal to both new and veteran players. Wonder what that means. Because I can see why would it appeal for new players, but why would it appeal for us? Like, are they adding something new? Like, I wonder. we'll just have to see, guys. Thanks for watching.